Over 100 years ago, Cleveland was a city on the move in every way. It was rising on the way to becoming the sixth largest city in the United States. It was a city of tremendous movement of ships coming in with iron ore, of steel mills that were pumping out lots of smoke and lots of jobs were created, and there of rail cars moving along. It was almost like a symphony of industry going on, and Cleveland was one of the key industrial centers in the United States. The Industrial Revolution at its height was centered in Cleveland, Ohio, because we had the steel mills, the early plants that started to manufacture rail cars, and then later on autos. All that was right at the beginning of the 20th century, and Tom Johnson's administration saw that happening. But as these big institutions, industrial institutions came up, so too were injustices, because they were looking for a ready supply of labor, and that came from an immigrant class. And as the immigrants came in, they were ready to work for next to nothing. And they often worked in conditions that were very cruel. And they worked long hours, and they did not have many rights. And Tom Johnson established public baths. People could go and literally have a place where they could have some respite and also clean up. He established a public park so people could have a place to recreate. He was very understanding that this growth of industrial wealth carried with it a responsibility to create a public domain that reflected the growth reflected the wealth that the public was helping to build and contribute to the private sector. So he was really about a more fair and humane approach to capitalism, and his philosophy centered on a city was to make a city work for everyone, not just for a few.